Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome. Nothing can stop you as long as you focus. All of the pressure is leaving you open. You're living legendary, and nothing in this world can stop you. So welcome to the show. I hope that you listen. I hope that you feel it.
What's poppin'? It's your girl Legendary, and you're here live, Living Legendary. My show every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. sharp. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. It's still cold out here in Vegas. If you're not in Vegas, you lucky because it's been snowing. It snowed, I want to say 2 days ago it snowed. It's going to snow again on Thursday. I mean, it's really legit cold, and I can't believe it. You know, I'm a California girl. I'm used to warm weather. So everybody in Vegas, stay warm because everybody's got congestion, sneezing, germs. Let's, make sure we disinfect ourselves, wash your hands before you eat, before you touch people, especially their kids. But, yeah. So we got a good little show for you today. It seems like forever since last week. I'm not going to lie. Last week I had the dope artist, Brittany Sade. And, we had a good time. And this week I just want to talk about music and its drama. It's a lot of different huge cases going on in music. We all know about R. Kelly case, which is being, it's still getting deeper. Supposedly they found another sex tape with him and an underage girl. Of course, she was like 13 or 14. They haven't released it or anything, but I know for sure that they have that. So we'll see what goes down with that. It's a reminder, parents, keep your kids safe. I mean, it's not even just the parents. If you're somebody's auntie, cousin, I mean, we all are, sister, brother, we got to protect those around us because it's a dirty, dirty world. And America is sick right now. We're in a sick state. So make sure you, check in on your loved ones, especially the children. Make sure they're protected in all that they do. But another case that everybody's talking about and asking me about is Jussie. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's like Smollett or something like that. But everybody knows him as Jamal on Empire. He's my favorite character on Empire, too. I just love what he brings to the show. If you don't know what's going on with Mr. Jamal, about a month ago, it came out that he was attacked in Chicago, where he lives at. So supposedly he was attacked around like 3 a.m. in Chicago. He went to go get something to eat at 3 a.m. I think it was late night, like 2:30, 3 a.m. And he was attacked. Now, he alleges that 2 men, masked men, approached him and called him the N-word and it's MAGA country, make America great again, that's MAGA. But they were yelling, it's MAGA country and calling them, faggot and all these homosexual slurs. And they tied a noose around his neck and poured bleach on him. So that was the story that came out that he reported. But the tide has changed. It's just in the past couple of days, they actually are wanting to speak to him again because they captured the 2 guys who supposedly did this crime, and they're two brothers from Nigeria. One of them was actually on Empire. But they're saying that Jussie pays them to do this to him. So it's like one of those cases that's like, what is the truth? You know, everybody's on the edge of their seat. I personally need more information. You know, I need the facts to come out before I, you know, judge, because I know that these crimes happen all the time. You know, there's a lot of hatred going on these days. Whether you're famous or not, people go through hate crimes all the time. But if he is lying, which a lot of people they're saying his story doesn't add up, everybody's suspicious. I mean, it's sad. It's like, why? What is your purpose for this? Empire's already cut him from Empire episodes, and that's, you know, his thing right now. That's his bread and butter. They've already cut him out of, I think he was originally supposed to be in 9 episodes, which they're actually shooting right now for the next season coming out. And I think they cut him down to 4 episodes. So, I don't know. All we can do is pray about this one. It's interesting. I'm pretty sure, you know, everybody listening, you guys have kept up with it. But you never know. And in this music game especially, this is why kind of I'm not too sure about is the famous part of everything. You know, what really goes on with these higher ups. I mean, you hear so many stories about the crazy things that people do. They be worshiping the devil, and, you know, of course there's racism big time in the music industry, and it's crazy. The state of music is crazy right now. Another case that I've been kind of following is the rapper. His name is YNW Melly. He has a song, "Murder on My Mind." That's the only song I've ever heard from him, which is, you know, banger. They play it in the club, which is crazy as well. But they played in the club, and supposedly he made this song after he murdered his 2 friends, his homies. He's in prison for murder charges for killing his homies. And, you know, that's one thing that we have to be aware of as artists. The music we put in the universe, the things we do in life. I mean, music, we use it as like a diary, you know. But they're starting to use your lyrics against you, you know, in the court of law. People are confessing some stuff. I mean, a lot of people are fake with it, but let's just be mindful of what we put out there. And this, with songs like "Murder on My Mind" and all these other crazy songs out there, we're training people, you know, and what we say and what they hear, and people repeat it over and over. We're actually teaching this behavior. And with hip hop being the number 1 genre in the world, you know, we have to be more mindful. I mean, just today, I'm standing outside, and it's a Mexican couple. I feel like they were doing this on purpose because they knew it was making me mad, and I can't react, you know, how I really want to, because I have my own reasons for that. But they just kept saying "nigga," and it just burned me up. And, you know, I just told them, you know, that's not cool. Why are you so comfortable saying this around me? And, you know, and you can tell when people, they're trying to test you, because they would say it, but I could see them looking at me to see how I react. And I'm like, just because you hear this in music, that doesn't mean that it's okay for you to just blatantly just say it over and over in my face. You know, you need to cut that out. I don't know who you have been around to make you feel that this is okay, but to me it's not okay. And that's something that's real touchy these days is the N-word, because, I mean, I use it, I'm not going to lie. my music. I use it. I try not to use it so much. I'm trying to be more mindful, but uh, it's something that I grew up saying and was raised coming up. To me and my people, is just we took the word nigger and made it, into a word of endearment. So when you say my nigga to your, fellow black people, it's not derogatory. The way you say it can make it derogatory, but it's just our word. It's just I don't know how to explain it to the older generation. Like my dad is like always like, why are you using that? Like we used to be called that our whole coming up, and it's just kind of hard to explain. But then it's really like, well, why do we say it? And then when you put it in this music that whites and Asians, or every other race but African American is listening, they're going to naturally think it's okay to say it, And so I just really want to be mindful. And also the artists that I talk to, I always try to tell them, like, let's have a message in our music. Let's try to, keep it real, talk about your experiences, because some music is just hot. I mean, that Murder on My Mind song is catchy. It is up-tempo, but he's really talking about murdering his homeboys, and it's just like I feel retarded when I sit back and think about these things. Like, why do I like this song so much? But, it's 2019. Things seem to be going in reverse. Things don't seem to get better. And, I'm not going to preach for too much longer on that subject. I just want us to be more mindful as artists of what we put out there. And today, I went to, I don't know if you guys know Red Grant. You should. He's like a huge comedian. He was on tour with Linnell and Cat Williams, and, he's popping. He has a store out here in Vegas. It's called The Place. Y'all, if you live in Vegas or if you come out to Vegas, it's at the Boulevard Mall. Just go in there and ask where The Place is at. He's got some dope clothes in there. And what's cool is, like, today, he manages his own store. So he was there, very cool. He's like, what's up, sis? Play your music. Because right now he's holding auditions for singers and rappers, people with talent. He said he's doing it to put people on. He's like, I believe in helping each other. Because, as you know, he's well connected. Snoop co-owns his store with him, so he's well connected. So I went in there, and it was just me and him and his homeboy, Smokey Tone. It was just us three in there, and I performed for him my song Act Right, which I'm going to play today. I performed Act Right. He's like, okay, it's a slapper. But then I played my Freedom song for him. If you are new to my show, if you have never heard some of my music, I have this song called Freedom Song, and it's deep. Literally, as soon as I was done, even the whole time his jaw was just down because the message is so powerful. He's like, people need to hear this. And he was just like, I had chills. He's like, do not play nothing else. I don't want, like, after that song, you close up your show. He said it's the most powerful song that people need to hear right now. And, that's the kind of emotion I want. That's what music is about. It has a message. It makes you just relate and feel good and be ready to help change people's hearts and minds, I'm going to play that one next week. I should have played it today. I'm going to play that one next week for you guys. But right now I'm going to get into some music. And I'm going to play a song called The Game. It's my cousin, Dottie Diablo, super dope artist. I'm going to try to get him on the show to interview soon. But my cousin, Dottie Diablo, he's got songs with Mozzie, OMBPZ. He's got songs with some big-name people. He's a super dope artist. He's the man out in Fresno, California. That's his city. He runs that. But me, him, and another artist, Diego Red, we created the song "The Game," and it's real. It's a song, talking about the prison life and how your homies react. When you go to prison, it has a message about Black history, racism, and they got your girl singing the hook. So check this out. This is "The Game." You heard it first on Living Legendary 88.3 FM. You can find this song everywhere. Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube. Go run them views up, because I'm pretty sure once you hear it, you're going to want to bang this. So here comes "The Game." Dottie Diablo featuring Diego Red and your girl Legendary. Let's do it.
It's for my niggas locked in the can, doing 100 summers. No parole dates, no soulmates or nothing. Got a nigga like, damn, this fast money ain't nothing. Little nigga head bustin', he just tryna prove something. Mama in the streets, his daddy a deadbeat. Will he ever make it? That shit red like red meat. Never scared, he bone crusher, the chrome tucker. Snort away the pain, nigga, he don't feel nothing. It's real cousin, he stay ready to drill something. Stitch lips, he never told on nothing. Got caught for a body, them crackers gave him the L. No support from his hood, them niggas like, oh well. His right hand man be fucking his old girl. Used to pull up to the crib like, sis, where my nigga at? Now this nigga fucking his bitch, how real is that? Fucking his bitch, how real is that?
How do I say no to ya? Then turn around and go to ya. No, there ain't no love for ya in the game that you're in. How do I say no to ya? Then turn around and go to ya. No, there ain't no love for ya in the game that you're in.
I done had family treat me like a stranger. Probably needed counseling, all this pent up anger and aggression. Counted blessings, wasn't no money round. Bitch up and fucked a whole new nigga, thought she was down. What I get though, thinking she loyal to some dick, I ain't shit. Found out, laid up with a bitch, instant karma. Your honor, giving us niggas L's. Gotta fight from the inside, they took away the bail in California. Hard to stack your bread from in the cell. The deal is 20 years, but forever how it feel. It's a setup, better have your bread up ahead of time. You scared, go to church, convert to Islam and never grind. You won't ever shine, you scared to take a risk. You handicapped, you depend on that bitch. You a prisoner relying on that nigga, baby. But you gon' do just
How
that.
Do I
Niggas
say
crazy.
No to ya? Then turn around and go to ya. No, there ain't no love for ya in the game that you're in. How do I say no to ya? Then turn around and go to ya. No, there ain't no love for ya in the game that you're in.
Funeral homes doing numbers, another nigga done died. Too many drugs, too much pride to set aside. We live in the genocide, the death hole on the rise. But the devil is a lie, we can change, gotta try. The justice system play inside. Gave my nigga life, but Lil Dylan coming home, he did the same crime. What a world we living in, but fuck it, I ain't giving in. Black power to my black people to the very end. Martin Luther King had a dream, so they buried him. Equal rights, yeah right, nigga, that's very thin. Blacks killing blacks, police and the Klan owners. Cold part about it, they took this land from us. Christopher Columbus type of shit they pushing on us. You a fool, you believe that, just being honest. They finding fossils from 100 million years ago. What I really wanna know is where them slave boats go.
How do I say no to ya? Then turn around and go to ya. No, there ain't no love for ya in the game that you're in. How do I say no to ya? Then turn around and go to ya. No, there ain't no love for ya in the game that you're in.
That was "The Game," Dottie Diablo, Diego Red, and yours truly, Living Legendary, a living legend. But before I played that, I was talking about us using the N-word in music, and just, I say it so much and it's such second nature, I really don't realize how many times we say it as rappers and artists, when we're creating music. But I really paid attention, and I'm like, wow, okay. We use it a lot, and that's no shade, like not talking down. That's just, it's how we talk. So, you be true to yourself. because that's definitely a fly song that gets a lot of love. But, you know, I learn from myself, from my experiences every day. So, you know, if you're an artist listening, just be mindful. Let's try to cut back if we can. And I think that it'll help make a difference, you know, because there are kids are listening, you know, children are listening, and everybody else who wants to see us down, they're definitely listening and try to emulate us and all that. There was the Gucci situation that's going on right now. I mean, like I said, it's a lot of drama. I mean, we can go all day talking about issues, and if you listen to my show, you know that that's what I'm about. I like to talk about issues. I need to get more into it. You know, I really want to be like an activist type person because I am influential. I influence the culture. A lot of people look up to me. A lot of people actually care what I have to say, and you know, I'm not for the injustice and racism in and out of our community, because there's a lot going on in the Black community itself. We're no angels, but the Gucci situation, if you don't know about it, you know, rappers like T.I. and a whole bunch of different artists and celebrities, people with a platform, they're protesting. Gucci in their new line created a sweater. It's like a turtleneck, but the turtleneck you can pull over your face. It's a blackface. Now, if you don't know what blackface is, it's something that white people have been using since probably the 30s, I want to say, 20s, 30s, around that era, you know, back in when it was, you know, we were segregated and things like that. The white actors and stuff would paint their face white and make their lips, I mean, you got to Google it. I can't really explain it. It's like they paint their face black, and sometimes they have red lips, like big red lips. They're emulating black people, so of course they think black people have big features, which we do, but it's racist, period. And Gucci, you know, they don't care. They made this line with this blackface, and people are just outraged about it. I believe they pulled it. I don't wear Gucci. That's not me. I don't, you know, maybe because I'm not Gucci paid, but I don't wear any Gucci. So to me, it is what it is. But we go through so much racial stuff today. It's just like not even surprising, and it's sad. It's sad. Like all these brands. I mean, we literally, if we want to be outraged by Gucci, we need to be outraged by most of these corporations. I mean, black people put their dollar in these racist white corporations more than any other race in this world. We're the reason why they're billionaires. And they don't care, obviously, so they'll do things like create blackface sweaters from Gucci. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. It would be cool to hear what you guys to say about that, but I mean, I want everybody to boycott Levi's. Their label is two horses splitting a pair of jeans in the middle. Like the horses are going in opposite directions, kicking the horses. They used to do this to black men back in the day, to slaves. They used to tar and feather them, tie them up to two horses, kick the horses so they can dismember their bodies. And that is Levi's label. I don't know. Not too many people think it's a racial meaning behind it. Levi's, of course, saying it's not racial. But come on now. I need you guys to study up on this stuff. Learn about it. You know, there's it's right there. There's so much racism right in front of our face. And, you know, it's a topic that is just on my heart all the time. All the time, every day. I just wish we could end it. And not even just from other people down in black people. Black people are racist too against Asians. I mean, most people are prejudiced. We all are guilty of it. And, you know, we have such a dark history, so I get why, of course, we can't allow people to be blatantly racist to our community. But black folks, we need to, get our minds right. We out here killing each other, making songs about it. But the message of today is just we need to unite. We need to unite, bring each other together, uplift each other, because it's just going downhill, and it's to where that's just the only thing on my mind sometimes is how do we get better? How can I use my platform to inform people? Even though most of the stuff is things we already know, what are we doing about it? Ask yourself that. What are you doing to try? You have to try something. What are you doing to try to unify the community? It starts with our community, and what are you doing to inform other races and inform other people, about what unity is and what's right and wrong. So ask yourself that every day. That's a part of living legendary, because really you can get to a level of success when you're evil and with hatred. It happens because the devil is real. But I truly believe that you won't have happiness. It'll all crumble down and fall apart. And you can see that with a lot of these celebrities. If you really, and that's where the saying comes from, money doesn't buy you happiness. And it's because people are evil and they have evil intentions. You're going to get you think you're getting a little bit of glory, but because you have free will, but God doesn't, the God I believe in, you can't make it far with the evil heart and evil intentions. So keep that in mind. I feel like I just took y'all to church on a Tuesday night. I was preaching a little bit. I mean, it's just so much going on that my mind can't even be wrapped around it. I don't even have enough time to talk about it. So I don't even get to play another song because my time is up. But so I just want to leave y'all with the quote, that's my thing, some positivity. Quotes are bomb, though. Let's see. I'm going to leave you with, let's go to Frederick Douglass quote. I love me some Frederick Douglass. 1 second here. I'm going to pick a good one. Okay, so power concedes nothing demand. It never did and it never will. Truth. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. We all know about that. So if you're struggling out there, just know, as a part of the process, you'll get to where you want to be. It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. That's probably my favorite quote from him. But yeah, so I'll leave y'all with those. And like I always say, make sure you guys are living legendary every day. Wake up in the morning, tell yourself something positive. Try not to stress out over work, over children, over your everyday life, because that's not what we're here for. We're here to spread love and joy and find peace and happiness, So don't be so uptight. Live your life a little bit. I'll be here next week. Going to be interviewing my coworker. I just started a new job, man. A beautiful black queen. She owns her own boutique out in Nevada. We're going to talk about it. And, you guys got to support. I'm all about supporting other artists. If you have a business, music, or anything you want to talk about on this show, hit me up. I'll interview you. Let's get it out there. Let's talk about it. That's the only way we're going to grow is if we do it together. I love y'all. Thank you for listening. I'll be back next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. sharp. That'll be after my 31st birthday. I'm turning 31 on Sunday. Getting old. If you out in Vegas, I have a show. It's Friday. I'll be posting it on my social media. And, all right, I'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a blessed evening. And remember, always live legendary.